Hi class, today I'm going to be doing my presentation on the life of young Guifei. We're going to go ahead and jump right in. Who is young Guifei? Young Guifei was born in 719 AD during the Tang dynasty. Her original name was Yang Yuan. It was a debate on where she was born, but she was known to grow up in the Yongli region in the northeastern China. It was stated that she had 3 siblings, but one source said she had 4. 3 sisters or either 4 sisters. Her father died while she was young, leaving her uncle over guardianship. The uncle, who was an official at court in low rank, moved to Shire, bringing the family along. She was an excellent papaya player and dancer and caught the attention of many with her beauty. At only 14 years old, she was chosen to marry the prince of Shire, Prince Lumar, the son of the emperor, in 736 AD. Now, can you imagine that? Can you imagine being a 14-year-old girl getting chosen to marry? How scary is she? Life after marriage. After marrying the prince, she became princess of the Shire. It was stated in a documentary on YouTube that she became homesick. After moving into the palace with the prince, she decided to take a walk in the garden and touched a mimosa plant, and the plant completely closed, as if it was ashamed it was in her presence. 4 years after being married with the prince's mother, Consort Wu, passed away. The emperor was saddened, but eventually he was ready for another favorite, putting his attention on his son's wife. Wait a minute. So you're telling me that one of his favorites passed, and now his attention is on his son's wife? Was it fate, or was it dishonor? The emperor decided that he wanted Yang to himself and put a null and void on the marriage and chose another wife for his son. Can you imagine? Can you imagine being married to someone for a certain amount of years and then all of a sudden have your father come and take it away just because he wants the woman that you're probably in love with now? I mean, she was a beautiful woman. And your father come and take that away and make you marry a complete stranger? Wow. And of course, the people wouldn't like this. So fear that the people will be in an outrage because he took his son's wife, he made Yang become a nun. And she had to move into the temple. Even though it was temporarily, she still had to move from this palace that she had been in to a temple. Basically had to become a nun, something she probably didn't even want to do, but had to because it was his decision. It was the emperor's decision. So she had no choice. And for 7 years, she lived in that place. And for 7 years, she had to disguise herself just so she can sneak into the emperor's night chamber. So he had started having relations with this young woman way before their marriage. So you tell me, was it faith or was it dishonor? Moving on to the next slide. In 745 AD, the emperor married Yang, making her an honorable consort, changing her name from Wan to Guifei. According to a document on YouTube, in the ceremony, he gave her a gold ornament for her hair, showing her new status. Gaining her new status, her new powers, she used it to help her family. All her sisters were able to gain titles, and other family members were able to be honored. One of her cousins even became an official and later became the prime minister. Yang was known to live a lavish lifestyle, having over 700 workers design her garments. The emperor would write imperial etiquettes for leeches hundreds of miles away. Now, on this journey, on this trip to get those leeches, some men would die. Some men wouldn't make it back home to their families, all because she wanted these leeches and the emperor demanded them for her. She received many of expensive gifts, such as a white bird. And she even had some of the strongest saddles that you put on the horses. You know, some of the strongest ones ever made. She also had a chance to dance. She also had a chance to be her and do what she loved and show her talents for the emperor. She was able to dance and play the papaya for him. So it seems like she was able to get something out of it. Something out of the marriage with the emperor. to death do us part. Like I stated before, she seemed to be enjoying the marriage. She had the lived this lavish lifestyle. She was able to help her family members move up. She was, she seemed like she was happy with the things that she was receiving. She even became jealous of the emperor's other favorites. So I'm guessing that the emperor was able to have more than one wife. And she became jealous of him and would sometimes be banished from the palace. I also seen in one of the documents from YouTube that she was banished for taking one of the emperor's family members' flute. And in order to work her way back in the palace, she cut her hair and sent it to the emperor as a threat, basically saying that she will harm herself. Crazy, huh? And he immediately, of course, was feared that she would and had her move back in the home. Unfortunately, Yang, she was never able to bear children from the emperor or from the emperor's son. It was stated that due to a face cream that she was using, some of the ingredients in the face cream caused her to be infertile. But that, we really don't know the facts behind that, because was she always using this face cream before she met the emperor or the emperor's son, or did she just started using this face cream when she met them? So that's kind of a hit or miss with that. It goes on to state that Yang became a great influencer to many other people around her. They often tried to win her support in hopes that they would get promotions. One in particular was Lu Shane, the military governor and general for the frontier district. Yang, she took him in. She gave him a promotion. She considered him as her son because he was younger than her. He was much younger than her. She gave him control over 200,000 soldiers. But of course, this wasn't enough for Lu Shan. He wanted to gain the throne. He wanted to be emperor. So he conquered a plan and gathered all the rebellious soldiers and to plan a takeover over the empire. He planned to become the emperor and was successful. In 755, him and the rebellious, they planned attack on the palace, and he was able to claim the title of the empire successfully. And during the attack, the emperor, the prime, and Yang, they managed to escape, but was eventually caught. The emperor was captured, and the prime minister was killed. It was stated that Yang Guifei was hanged. She hanged herself, or was possibly strangled by one of the soldiers. But I don't know. It really wasn't a lot of details on that, whether she killed herself or whether she was killed. But I also seen that she possibly escaped to Japan, that the person that was with the emperor and the prime was another favorite. It wasn't Yang Yunfei. So I don't know. We really don't know what happened to her. We really don't know whether she escaped that day, whether she killed herself that day, or whether she was killed that day. My opinion. What's yours? Honestly, I hope that she escaped. She never really had a chance to live her life for her. No one really valued her talents. No one really valued her as a person. They only seen what was on the outside, and that was her beauty. From the age 14 to the age 38, she was passed from man to man. She never had a chance to be free. So I honestly hope that she was able to escape to Japan and live a life for her. Finally live a life for her. And, in 38, that's still kind of young to continue your life out. But that concludes Young Guifei. You guys, let me know your opinions on it. I'm looking forward to reading you guys' comments. If you have any questions, my email is always open. I hope you guys enjoy this presentation. Have a great day.